Hello, everyone. All right, exciting update on our 18 unit. Multiple things. So we got the call today from the lender, just got off the phone with him maybe like 20 minutes ago, that our loan is all approved, good to close, which is awesome. He said, yeah, they didn't even come back and ask any questions. So we, put everything together. I put together our pro forma, the current performance, all the details on everything. And everything we sent them tied out to what they found. They said numbers look great. So yeah, we got the approval today, which is awesome. So they said, yeah, we shouldn't have any issue closing by the end of the year. Yay! And then the last couple days leading up to this, we got the appraisal back yesterday, and the appraisal came back $200,000 higher than what we're purchasing it for, which is awesome. That's really kind of like immediate equity we have in it. And that was a huge help with lending as well. So that was good. When we got the appraisal, we were like, okay, what's this going to be? And looking through them, it was good. So, yeah. What else? Insurance. The insurance, they said we won't have any issues. I connected them with the lender, so they've been doing whatever they need to do between them of, okay, we need, they're having us do a, I can't remember what the term is. They're basically having us add on the insurance, like construction, which normally what they're having us add, even our insurance guys, like normally we add this when it's like major construction, like tearing down walls and things like that, where ours is all just cosmetic, but for whatever reason, the lender's requesting it. So we'll have to have that additional insurance on there during the bridge loan period. And then once we finish all of the rehabs and we refinance out, then we won't need to have that portion of insurance. But the lender is requiring that. So they've just been working on getting whatever wording and things like that they need on the insurance. But yeah, all that is good. Insurance was good. Lending came through. Appraisals are good. So we're buying it for 1.75. So the appraisal came in around 1.95, and the value once stabilized came in at about 2.4. So that was right around when I kind of was running my numbers. I'm like, okay, if it comes in at 2.2, what does this look like? If it comes in at 2.4, 2.6, like just kind of stress testing the property and things like that. So this appraisal is estimating 2.4 once it's stabilized and at market rents and stuff. So it's like 2.44, 4.5, something like that, right around 2.4, 2.5, 2.45. So super, super excited about that. We are very happy. We're working with our contractor as well. They were able to get in. They really wanted to get in one more time. Well, second time. They were there for the inspection and took notes and pictures and all that. And now that it's getting close to go time, they wanted to get in there again to be able to see the units, at least see the vacant ones, because those are the ones that we're starting with, obviously. So they were able to make it there during the appraisal time, and they just went through the units that were vacant just to take a look and really get an exact quote of like, okay, of these, I think it was 6 or 7 units that are vacant now, what is the cost going to be for these 6 or 7 units? They'd already done kind of their estimate of, hey, high level, this is what we can assume it's going to be. So they just wanted to get in there for these specific units to really look at these ones and be like, okay, this is what we'll need. Start to get ready, because the hot spy cabinets, I don't know if any of the units that are vacant are the ones that have carpet. I haven't checked that, because there's only 2 units that had carpet that we knew of. There was 2 or 3 units that we didn't get to see. And those are actually 2 of the units that are vacant now. So we should be getting a quote from them, and they've been super thorough, really good on, what do we want for this, just being very detailed in questions, type of finishes we want, things like that. So going into it. They can hit the ground running. We can be ready. So we haven't booked flights yet. We're still waiting to find out what day they can start, and we'll fly out there a day or two before that because we do want to be out there when they start. So I'm hoping they can start right around January 2nd. Ideally, they'd start like December 31st, but I'm not gonna push that one. And January 1st, I'm sure they're taking off. So if they can start January 2nd, that would be great. We'd probably fly out there January 1st. But yeah, we do want to be out there for the first few units just to make sure that we're all in alignment with, hey, this is our expectation of what the units should look like once remodeled. This is the finishes we want, things like that. So, we've been discussing it and doing it over the phone and sending things back and forth, but it's always good to just be there in person, see the unit. So if there's something that we see that we go and do and we say, actually, you know what? I think it would be better if we changed X, Y, and Z, or if we did this instead. So being out there for the first handful of units will make it a lot easier. So going forward, as they're going through units, they'll know this is the cabinets we want, this is the countertops, this is the type of finishes, this is the level of repair and work and fixing and stuff like that we expect. These are class C plus, B minus asset, but we still want them to be nice. We still want them to be clean and be in good shape. So we are looking forward to getting out there again, and crazy. It'll just be, less than a couple weeks, we'll be flying out there and getting started on this project. So we're very excited today. This week was a really good week for everything, as I said, just getting the insurance stuff finalized, getting those appraisals higher than what we're purchasing it for, and then today getting that final approval and the good to go. So we are looking forward to starting this and getting closed. So once we close, I'll do a video digging more into the numbers. And then we'll continue along with this video series of this property and kind of take you guys all through our rehab process as well, and what we're doing with that, how we're working the contractor, and just share the story and hopefully teach everyone along the way kind of what we're doing. And I know I enjoy doing these videos because I like to share the information that I've learned along the way and giving an inside look of what it's like to buy a property. Because I know when I first started, I had no idea of any of this stuff, of bigger pockets or all these educational things and stuff like that. So doing these hopefully helps some people out there that are either looking to buy apartments or people that are thinking of investing in real estate, the type of things that, if you're looking to invest passively, the type of things that the general partners and the team that you would invest your money with, what the kind of behind the scenes things are and what it looks like from our side. So when you're investing with somebody and you're giving them money, okay, this is the type of stuff that they're doing, and this is the type of stuff that they should be looking at and considering and analyzing and making sure everything, there's always something that comes up. The odds of a property being bought and everything being like, this is exactly as we expected it to go, is very slim. So there's always going to be stuff that comes up, but for us as the operators, as general partners, it's really making sure that we try and think of everything we can and really stress test the numbers to see, okay, if these don't rent at the highest amount, what if they're at the lowest amount? What if they're in the middle? What if this happens? Then, there's so many what if scenarios. When I look at this property and I look, what's our exit going to look like? And it's just so many variables that go into it. It's, okay, what's the market going to be doing? Where are interest rates going to be? Are they still going to be, are we going to be able to get something in the low 6s, or is it going to be mid 7s? How does that change the numbers? What are our rents going to be at? If we're, if all of our rents are the 1850 that we're hoping to get, then how does that change numbers? How much more money can we pull out of the property? And what does the financing look like? Is that going to be a 30-year amortization? Is it going to be a 25-year amortization that we can get? That makes a pretty big difference in your payment when you're reducing it by those 5 years, going from 30 to 25 years for amortization. Are we going to have to do a prepayment penalty? Which personally, right now, I'm not too worried about the prepayment penalties. That doesn't affect the... well, it does have some effect. Pending the prepayment penalties, you can get different interest rates and slight changes in stuff within the loan. So like there's so many variables to it. And then it's, well, what's the loan to value? Do we want to max this property out and get as much money back as we can, which will mean a lower cash flow for the property, but that'll also mean that we have more capital to deploy somewhere else? Or do we want to leave a lot of money in it and just maximize the cash flow on the property? So that's another thing that we'll look at is when it comes time to refinance is, do we want to max this out? Right now, I lean towards, I'd like to max this property out and pull as much capital out as we can. And then we can take that capital and deploy it elsewhere. And be able to buy more properties and invest in other areas. So, but we'll see, where we're at in 6, 8, 10 months when that time comes and what's changed. And maybe we'll be like, you know what? We just want this to cash flow as much as possible. We don't care if all of our money is left in it. We're good with that. So there's a lot of variables, lots of like just changing all the different numbers. And it's like, oh, that looks really good. It's like, ooh, okay, that's definitely a worst case scenario and whatnot. So, but we're excited. Very good week. And we'll hopefully get some more info on our close. Our close date should be by the end of the year. He said, yep, that won't be a problem. So I was like, okay. So, and we'll be working with a title company here that is going to allow them to send the paperwork to them because we have to have stuff notarized and all that. So we could do a mobile notary, but we have a good relationship with the title company. So shout out to Christina Moser at GT Title. She's awesome. So we will work with her and we'll have the lender in Chicago send everything to her office so we can go in there and sign with her and have it notarized and they can send it back. So, yeah, hopefully we'll be getting it probably, I don't know if we'll get, let's see, Monday is the 23rd. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what day will be the close date, but sometime before the end of the year. But yeah, if there's any questions you have, any aspect I haven't gone over or something you want me to go into more detail about, definitely put it in the comments. Let me know. I'd be more than happy to discuss any aspect of this that I may have missed or didn't get into as much detail as you would like. So thanks for following along. Definitely make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like if you have found it useful. Share it with somebody if you think somebody else will find it useful. And keep an eye out because we'll continue these videos coming out over the next several months as we go through the rehab process on this. So